What's up, YouTube? I have another video today. So, I have had various family members and other people notice me losing weight. So, I thought I would start what do you call it? I guess a vlog on my weight loss journey. So I decided to start losing weight back in, oh my gosh, this was so long ago. I would say 2010, maybe 2009, because I had gained so much weight. I weighed like 235. That was like 2 or 3 years ago. So I really didn't start doing anything special. I wasn't really working out. It started with me cutting down what I was eating, like, cause I used to slam, like, don't play with me, like, I used to eat. So I just cut down my portions instead of eating like for dinner, instead of eating like 6 chicken wings and 2 helpings of macaroni and cheese and 3 pieces of cornbread. I don't know, I'm just putting it out there, but I just cut my portions down, and that's when it slowly started going away. Now, my thing is, I love sweets, like chocolate, cookies, whatever. Like, I love it. Like, that's my biggest problem, like, right now. Like, I cut down a lot, but yeah, that's my biggest problem. So, I did that for a while, and then I was just like, no, forget it. So then, I think when I cut down my portions in like 6 months, I think I lost like 15 or 20 pounds. But then when I stopped and just started back with my regular eating habits, it's like I gained back like, I lost 20, but I gained back like 35. So I'm like, you know. So, then people were like, oh, you're gaining weight, and this, and that. Like, my mom, she always knows, like, if I'm gaining weight or not, or, like, my aunts or my grandma or somebody. But, anyways, so I gained it all back, and I'm like, oh. So, then I started again. Let me see. Okay, that was probably in, like, 2009. So, maybe, like, last year, at the beginning of last year, 2011, I like lost all appetite. I lost my entire appetite. Like, I was going through a lot with an abusive relationship, whatever, you know. So I stopped eating. Like, I would eat like once a day, or sometimes I would go like 2 or 3 days without eating. So then I started losing weight. But when I did it that way, it was like my body was more weak. Like, everyday tasks, like walking out to the car, or like going up some stairs, it was just hard, because if you aren't putting any type of nutrients in your body whatsoever, like, the only thing you're doing is drinking water, your body is going to react differently. It's not going to have the energy. You're going to be tired all the time. So I'm like, okay, I'm tired all the time, whatever. So in May of 2012, something very dramatic happened to me. I was like, I'm just gonna say it, I was beat the fuck up. Like, I got my ass demolished. Like, eyes, nose, lips, whole face busted. So that's a different topic. I'm gonna do a video on domestic violence. So that'll be something else. But like I was saying, so in May, like, that just like slapped me. That was like a big wake up call. Like, bitch, why the fuck are you altering yourself for somebody that doesn't give a fuck about you, and anybody that can do that to you? That's not love at all. So that's when I was like, okay, so, you know, um, I started walking a lot. I was walking, and I was still like eating like whatever I wanted, but I was walking. So, and plus it was really hot that summer. Like, we had a couple days where it was like 100 and some degrees, like hot, hot. So I was walking, and then I'm like, okay, well maybe I need to start cutting down my portions, and that'll happen. So I started cutting down my portions, but I was still eating sweets and drinking pop. So I cut it down. A little bit of weight came off, but it wasn't anything drastic. I probably lost like 5 or 10 pounds in like 2 or 3 months. It wasn't drastic. So I'm like, okay. So then August came along, and it was still hot. We had just recently moved into the house we are in now. And I was like, okay, maybe I should start doing something different. So I started walking. Well, at first I didn't start walking. I take that back. We have a treadmill, so I started getting on the treadmill, walking for like 10 or 15 minutes, building up my stamina. Then I would go for like 25 to 30 minutes, and then I would walk for like 20 minutes, and then jog my last 10 minutes on the treadmill. So that started, I was like, okay. So I started losing a little more weight. So let me think. Sorry. Okay. So that was in like August. By like September, I had lost like 15 pounds. But me being me, in October, I just was like, fuck it, and I binged on McDonald's and Happy's Pizza and all types of shit that I shouldn't. So I ended up gaining like, you gain weight faster than you take it off, I'll tell you that much. But I ended up picking some of it back up, and I'm like, okay. So I cut out. I was like, okay, I'm gonna take 2 months, no fast food, no pop, no sweets. Okay, well, I lied. I cut off like the major sweets, but I don't know why my speaker is doing that. I cut off the major sweets, like all the cookies and stuff, and I still like had my little dark chocolate on the side. I noticed that, but it helped a lot, especially the pop. So I cut that out, and from September of 2010, from October 2010 to December, I did that, and I ate smaller portions, and I walked. So in that 2 months, I think I lost like 18 or 20 pounds, like just like that. So then in December, my brother came home from, he had to leave. Well, he had just got back from deployment, so he came back, and he was here, and he wanted to eat all the fast food that he didn't have there, like Lee's and just everything. And I'm like, ugh. So I relapsed again, but I only gained back like 5 pounds, and that was good considering, Christmas and Thanksgiving. So I did really good. So then, just the end of January of this year, I decided to start like doing Zumba, sorry, excuse me. And I've been doing that every day. Well, Monday through Saturday I do it, and I'm still watching my portions and not eating as much sweet stuff. I still eat it though. I can't get rid of it. I'm like a sweets crackhead or something. I don't even know, but yeah. So I've been doing that, the Zumba. So my regular routine is when I get off of work in the morning, I work nights. So when I get off in the morning, I'll come home, I'll get in the shower. I don't know why I'm just going to do Zumba, but I'll do Zumba on the Wii, work it out for like 30, 45 minutes. It depends on how into it I am that day. Then I'll get off, and I'll walk on the treadmill to cool off from the Zumba, and what do I do? Treadmill. I'll walk on it for like 10 minutes, and then I'll jog on it for like 15 minutes. So that's kind of what I do every morning. As of lately, I'm going to be honest, I really haven't had appetite for whatever reason. So some days I'll go without eating, to be honest, or some days I'll just eat like weird shit, like a piece of bread and some crackers, fucking carbs. But, you know, as far as me losing weight, I'm not counting calories, I'm not watching carbs, I'm not doing any of that. I'm just cutting down smaller portions of what I eat. So, from 2009 or 2010 to now, 2 or 3 years, I started off at, okay, my highest point, I was like 250. So I started off at 250, and right now, I'm around 179-ish. So that's pretty good in 2 years. Like, because I'm not really like, oh, I gotta lose 100 pounds in a year. No, I'm just doing it, you know, as I go. Like, right now, I feel comfortable with myself enough. And if I keep on losing the weight, I keep on losing the weight. I'm not trying to get like extra skinny, but the things I want to do is like tone up my arms, you know, have a little bit of a flatter stomach. Like, it's not huge now, but it could be flatter. Tone up my legs because I have really nice legs. I love my legs. And, you know, my butt, maybe. So, yeah, I'm not really, this is just like an intro to it. My next video, I'll put up like pictures back from 2009 to now, you know, do a little, whatever, a slideshow, collage, journey, weight loss journey thing, whatever. So I want to do that. And also I will be doing videos on my hair journey. Not right now because obviously I have a weave in, but once I take this out, I'll do pictures of relaxed hair, transitioning, and now my fully natural thing, hairdo, whatever you want to call it. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you have any questions, don't feel free. Feel free to ask me anything. Leave your comments, whatever you think, whatever, positive or negative. It doesn't really matter to me because this really isn't my life. So, yes, like I always say, you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Love is love. Peace.